Okay, so we're going to show, we, meaning the power of me and you, are going to show the stuff going on in the game that shall likely be known as the game, formerly known as the game as Lawn Darts VR. So let's start out with the basics. Okay, so I've moved the health indicator to the controller, and I'll probably be doing some more work along those lines in terms of prettying it up, and I'd like to have a cool XP bar and some level indicators when you rotate the wrist around. Um, this is just I needed a place to kind of zen out and think about all the mistakes that I'm making in building this title. Um, but I'm pretty happy with where this is going. So this is a character. Eventually shall be called something like Boxy or something cooler than that. You can see that I've added some really interesting indicators here, kind of describing the gear as you use your cursor over it. But we need to go to a stage, this stage. Okay, so Boxy, which I've kind of pre-planted in the stage, does a much better job now of coming back to you. I've got two Boxies. Normally you'd only have one. But this is, I can kind of talk through some of the changes going on while I do some destruction on. Turns out that's incredibly stupid, but really fun. I can't explain it. You know, throwing the hammer down on these things. I think it's partially the explosion. That can be kind of fun. Okay, so what are these big orbs over there? Well, those are a result of these guys dropping these little green, yellow balls. I see one rolling away over there. So my thought was, it'd be really cool if instead of these green balls, maybe I do these Ingram things over here. Well, what do I need to change it from the balls? Well, if you could look around, I've got tons of trees all over the place, and it turns out that the frame rate went to utter complete shit. So, in order to fix that, I went with the idea of doing a static Ingram drop. And the concept was, well, Boxy, who's your little friend down here, go pick him up and bring him back to you. Like, see, moving the green orb helpfully away from the player. Yeah. You can't, unfortunately, hammer Boxy. Well, actually, you might be able to. Oh, that's cool. I have to remember that. I didn't even think about doing that. Huh. Okay, so then, after I played a game called VR, VARR, which is this really interesting pirate shooter game, I didn't really care for the way that some things worked out. I kind of prefer how I'm tackling some of those things. Oh yeah, you can't hit Boxy with the hammer. Oh, that's way satisfying. I thought, well, heck, I really like the idea of having a treasure chest. It kind of makes it feel like, you know, something's going on. So, what's going to happen? Those are probably going to go away. These monsters, they're just painted in a color scheme that is whatever texture I could grab at the time. But I did throw together a quick treasure chest here. It's not been painted, of course, because I wasn't 100% sure that I would be committing to putting treasure chests in the game, but it turns out that they're really handy. Unlike the other approaches I've seen, the nice thing about a treasure chest is it kind of becomes a toolbox. Well, if you did it right. I don't know where that gun went. So you could conceptually put some stuff in there, and away you go. Thanks, Boxy. I need you. So Boxy is also a light source, which is pretty nice. You can use Boxy to move things around if you need to. That's right. Yeah, come get some hammer. You can also throw the hammer. Oops. Try it again. There. I had to put a little speed on it. The shield. If you really like the idea of bashing these guys with the shield, I did make that possible. So if you want to do your Captain America Civil War type thing, and okay. So not so good there. Let's see. Oh, I don't have any of these guys unlocked yet. I need a yellow. Boxy, you took away all my yellow orbs. What is going on? Okay. And I just threw Boxy away. Come back. Come back over here. Where are you going? You're going to lead me to these things. You see, okay. I don't think I can get over there. There you go. Come back to me. So I have thought about making it so you could summon Boxy faster, but I kind of like Boxy being like a dog. It's like, you know, you yell at the dog and the dog never comes when you want it to. Let's get these guys out of the way for a minute. Right now, if you can cause a tripwire with these. Okay. So I've adjusted the spawn rate on some of this stuff. Oops, I just smashed my wall. That is fantastic. Let's get a couple more of these down. Okay. It's just an ammo orb. I need one of those. This is another reason why I'm getting rid of those things, is because they just kind of drift in an unreliable way. Here we go. So teleporter still applies, and this particular little area here, this little starter area, is not actually road mapped in the map. This is kind of my little test region to test out some things in this map, because it happens to be a higher concentration of trees and there's a lot of stuff going on. So teleporter, which still has not been painted, same idea. You can drop this now if you want to, but it would lock in the target. Teleport. I don't know if I can quite hit that one over there. There we go. So I've kind of relocated myself around the map. The mechanic will be you navigate through the map, and as you kind of get an understanding of the ebbs and flows of where the mobs are coming at you, this will be a very interesting place. Right now it's still kind of coming up, as it were, but you can whoosh, and there's Boxy out flying around. Nope, coming back. So I could wait, or I could just go teleport over to here. Note the neat string effect going on in the ceiling. That's where I've missed. There's an area over there. So this is Lawn Darts VR, which will probably be known as the game formerly known as Lawn Darts VR. I might end up putting something cool over there. I've kind of got it boxed out. And then I've got, I'm trying to remember how to get back to where I got to go. Oh, let's wait for Boxy for a minute. These trees are pretty cool. Apparently Boxy's not coming. Oh, I know why. So part of the catch is you cannot be holding anything in order to get Boxy to be inspired to come towards you. Or Boxy could just, oh, you're hopping over there now. Yeah, it's, if anything, I've accurately reflected the personality of a dog I once had, where it just would run off, and who knows why it's going over there. I'm not real sure. I see all the bad guys are coming. I have no weapons. Boxy's run off over there for some reason, which I have no idea why, and so I am left without a box. I did not give myself any weapons over here, but I do have a teleporter. So now these guys, these little Deerbot guys, I've considered giving them some more interesting animations so that maybe you could, jostle with them. I think that for now it's actually just kind of fun for them to chase in. I haven't quite worked out the health. It's kind of awkward for monsters to come at you and swipe at your body, because you may not be able to get a good sense for what's happening behind you. So I have some ideas to kind of work around that based on some of the other titles I've been playing. Alright, we need to figure out where Boxy went, because I see a rock. I see a Boxy over there. Let's see if I can get Boxy. Alright, let's go over there. I don't see Boxy. See, I've got some issues there I need to work through. Let's go over here. No. So, this will be interesting. Now, open-ended question is, should I leave Boxy, the disobedient dog that likes to run around and occasionally make its way back to its master? Well, that would be interesting. I think it might end up frustrating people, so I'll have to really think about max distance from the player and then maybe do something kind of clever where Boxy comes back, because there's not really a map indicator to tell me where Boxy's at with respect to the map. And I have considered, like, well, maybe we should do teleport back or not. Let's see. Oh, what's going on over here? So, okay. So the clipping plane issue I had last week, I've since largely taken care of that to a reasonable level of performance. On my rig, I'm still getting about 100 to 110 frames per second in this zone, which is pretty handy. Admittedly, I don't have a whole lot in terms of mobs going on right now, and a lot of decorations that I plan on putting in are not in yet. So it's quite likely I'll have to tweak some things a little further. Why aren't there any flying mobs here? Well, that's an interesting question. So I could have put an invisible collider up at the top, but then what happens is these guys just kind of float around the ceiling and they chase you around, and well, that's all well and good. When you get a shot on a guy that's flying in this open-ended space, it just goes on forever, and turns out it's not as much fun as hammering away at the bad guys when they're coming at you. So this is another area I need to fix. Okay. Well, I don't want to show some of the other kind of pieces that are in progress, in part because I can't this week. Somewhere in this forest I've lost my box, so I need to find it. Oh, what's going on? What is this? What is going on over here? Oh, maybe. I'm over here, Boxy. I'm over here. Do you see me? Oh, don't. The bad guys are over there. You're going the oh, nope. Oh, damn it. Oh, no, I'm still here. I'm still here. No. So, note to self: when adventuring in the woods, don't make sure you keep, if you're going to use your box, keep a weapon close at hand. Okay, there we go. There you go. You got it. You got it. You guys need to get down here. Here, let's get you guys out. Back. Oh, crap. What is this? I'm never putting that there. Oh, foiled by my wall. Foiled by my other wall. So much temptation. See? Okay. So, I cheated. Okay. Well, I think to call this video done, I think what we're going to do is find Boxy wherever. That's right. You go jump in the water. I got so much work to do. Thanks, everybody. Until next week.